Hello, this is your K-pop auntie Carly, and it is morning. I am on my second cup of coffee. My eyes are a little baggy still. Y'all get to see me just in my natural element. Isn't it lovely? Okay, getting on. There we go. Getting on to a new Stray Kids MV today, and full disclosure, I've seen Side Effects before. I did get into Stray Kids before I decided to start reacting to them, and Side Effects was one of the few that I actually did listen to. It's kind of pretty much God's Menu, Thunderous, Side Effects, and there might have been one or two others in there, but yeah, this was one of the ones that got me going like, man, gotta like K-pop apparently. I don't really know about the lyrics though. I'm gonna go through the music video once without, and I do know that there's a bunch of world stuff in here, and so I'm gonna kind of comment on that probably, and just the music and the voices in general, because it's been a hot second since I've heard Side Effects. Honestly, I've kind of stopped listening to them for pleasure for just a little bit. So at least the ones that I've already heard, because I want to kind of have a little bit of a fresh ear coming back into it. So it's been gosh, a couple of months at least since I've heard this one. But yeah, then I'm going to get into the lyrics, because I haven't gotten into the lyrics before. I love the sound of it, but I don't really know what it's about. I know that I've heard people say it's supposedly about the side effects of drugs, like the medications and stuff. So we shall see. And I have one of these days I will get a new computer, or I'll just figure out computers in general. But I proofed an audio book, and it apparently adjusting the volume settings so that I could hear the audio book got my settings on the volume for these all wonky. So my mic is apparently louder than it used to be, or the TV again. The monitor is quieter than it used to be. I think I have it balanced. We'll see. All right. Getting into it. Subscribe. Check out Patreon. All sorts of goodies on Patreon. We have the bus. All right. And when I do the lyrics, actually, I'll probably pause and check to see if there's a, OT8 version of Side Effects on the lyrics videos. Otherwise, I'll just do the, turn the captions off. I'll just do the captions on here. Good choreo, the guys in the mask, they keep appearing.
하지만 왜 아프기만 한 걸까 다 비켜 사실 난 내가 먼저 무섭다 다 두고 봐 할 수 있는 그 말들을 지키지 못할까 두렵다 점점 난 달라져 왜 한가밖에 달라져가는데 들어가는 난 지금
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it's not my legit first impression, but my first impression when I heard this and that beat dropped, I was like, that's my face. I love the aggressive sound of this. And this, like, the yells that they get throughout it, it's just the aggressiveness in this song. You can't help but, like, want to do something. Just... And you have the side effects being listed off in the back.
하지만 왜 아프기만 한 걸까 아 잠깐만 이상해 왜 초점이 흐려 왜 안 끝나 불안한 소리가 계속 들려 여기서도 난 계속 위기 넘쳐다 이겨낼 거라 믿었어
Yeah, and watching the video again after a while, coming back to it with a little bit more meaning behind it. If it's like the side effects of drugs and everything, I can see it in the choreo and in the MV because you can hear them, talking about the anxiety and all this stuff, and in the choreo with it's it looks like they're being controlled, kind of, with Hyunjin doing this with Felix, and there's other with just them grabbing each other and kind of moving each other around, and then the choreo is kind of like really stilted, like they're moving on mechanism instead of just out of naturalness. And then you had Seungmin trying to break through a block of all of the, where was that? He was trying to break through just a block of guys. Right there, they're holding him back, and he's trying to break through. And yeah, side effects, dude, it sucks. And you have Hyunjin getting paranoid, anxious about, just and I don't know if you have had people close to you in your life who are on medications that do have side effects, but like this in particular is, I get it. I have had people very close to me who have been on side effects of drugs, and like this kind of stuff is what happens. You snap at people. You're not yourself. If it's something as simple as somebody's taking a picture, it's like stuff just sets you off. And I think I get what they're saying both through the choreo and through the MV itself. It's just like, yeah. Looks like they're trying to knock it down. Moving on mechanism instead of naturally. I love this beat drop. It makes me want to yell with them too when like Chan starts. Ah! Yeah, dude. Yeah, I think I'm going to do the lyrics right here because I want to see this MV again. It's different, kind of going back through. Like I said, I saw this MV first before I really had any idea what the song was about, and just knowing a little bit that it's supposedly about the side effects of drugs, of medication. I'm seeing stuff in the MV and even in the choreo and stuff that is like, okay, I kind of want to see if they match things up to the MV in the lyrics, because I just did MIA last week and I would not have gotten the meaning of that song or like a layer of that song if I hadn't seen in the MV, if I hadn't remembered when I was going through the lyrics version that they were talking to themselves in the MV. It puts a totally different spin on it. And just the fact there that, they picked up Hyunjin afterwards. And I know that there's like double layers on this as well, because there's world building going on in here also. Like that was the, there we go, the lion and everything. Anyways, we'll get I'm not really gonna comment on the world building a bunch. I guess I'll do that at a later point when I'm done with all of their discography. I'm probably gonna go through all the MVs again and actually do some videos on the world building of it because, dude, call it the book editor in me, but I love seeing like the plot go through here and all of the little Easter eggs that they leave in this stuff. We got the shopping cart there, for instance. Yeah. And I saw a, not just the lion, but I also saw a tiger. So, good stuff. And I know that there's two versions of Stray Kids, and one's on the bus and one is not. The Road Not Taken, which I am going to be checking that one out next, I think. The Road Not Taken is also on my list for, is it the very next one? Or probably next week. I'm starting to push stuff off a little bit because as they come out with brand new stuff throughout the week, I'm going to start reacting to that just one instead of doing a song and like an interview or something. If I catch it in time, I'm just going to do the interview. So, Doc, everyone. And Race. Doc. And where's my hand? Where's my hand? That's Race. Hey, Doc. I'm getting off track. Okay. Back into it. Captions are on. Turning the volume down a bit so I can read. That wasn't the volume. This is the volume. There we go. We got the two moons. Okay. Alright, so yeah, from the very beginning, we have each of them has like their double. And then with a mask. I threw myself with trust in me. So that's probably I threw myself into it. I threw myself out there trusting myself. Okay. And yeah, that's one of the things where it's like it feels like they're being controlled because everybody's hanging on to the other person. Yeah, man, I'm watching and I'm not reading. This is one of the problems with trying to read the captions on the MV is I wind up watching the MV again without actually reading the lyrics. But why am I being swayed? I threw myself with trust in me. But why am I just being hurt? Okay, so that's saying it's like he trusted himself to be able to do the things that he's doing. You know, he jumped into stuff, but he's being hurt and he's being swayed by ulterior things outside of himself. Get out of the way, you all. Oh, hang on. There were they had that was the volume. They had in parentheses what was in the background. Get out of the way. Actually, I am. Ah. I'm right. Scared. You all wait and see. Can I do it? Okay. I'm actually intrigued by that. Because if we are talking about side effects of medications or I'm sure side effects can mean more than one thing. A lot of Stray Kids music means more than one thing. Get out of the way, you all. Actually, and then I don't know if that kind of whisper is supposed to be their inner self whispering that actually I am. I am getting out of the way. I don't know if that means like the medication that they're taking is I'm getting out of the way because, oh man, I'm gonna have to think. I'm right, scared. You all wait and see. Can I do it? Yeah, I think that, because you have two different tones of voice. One is up front and prominent, and the other is kind of that whispered inner voice thing. And that up front and prominent is, hey, everybody get out of the way, you know. It's like, actually, I'm getting out of the way, you know. It's kind of, that inner person is getting out of the way. Maybe that inner anxious person, that inner, you know, the things that you take the medication for to try to subdue is, you all wait and see. It's, again, that outward, everybody just wait and see, and that inner voice is being like, can I do it? I don't know, man. It's like that anxiety and stuff again. I'm scared that I might not keep these words. Why do I keep changing? My inside and outside are both changing. I'm being colored now. My head hurts. Yeah, I'm trying to listen to the side effects that are being listed there. Insomnia, anxiety, there's psychosis as well, I believe. And my head hurts. And unfortunately, the earlier, I don't know why they don't go back and resub some of the MVs, if that's just like not something that they can do while also keeping the view counts, because it's the early MVs, and it's like this with everybody. It's even like this with BTS. Like, the early stuff is just not subbed well. You can tell the translations aren't really on point. There's cat wrestling occurring down there. All right, my head hurts. Yeah, headaches. I threw myself with trust in me. But why am I being swayed? I threw myself with trust in me. Why am I just being hurt? And yeah, this is kind of why I wanted to see the MV with the captions on again, is that it does match a little bit to the, wait a second, this is weird, my vision's blurry. And that was one of the side effects, that the guy in the background is listing the visual, I can't hear the rest of it, it was visual something. Why doesn't it end? I keep hearing disturbing noises. Even here, I kept believing in winning over everything with my will to fight. Okay, and that's where he was breaking through. Even here, I kept believing in winning over everything with my will to fight. So that's Seungmin's will to... Yeah, that's the choreo, man. The Seungmin's will to fight and breaking through. Even here, you know. Bravado can't last any longer. Maybe it hurts because I thought it'd be easy. Okay. I won't change, always, yeah. I used to shout that, but why am I? According to my surroundings, countlessly being changed. Huh. Yeah, and I know that there's a lot of speculation about, like, what this scene means between Seungmin and Hyunjin in the universe itself, but in the smaller context of the MV, I do see it as issues with side effects, honestly, with, like the guy is saying in the background, you know, the psychosis and everything, and again, if you've had anybody, near to you, a loved one that you interact with on an intimate basis who suffers from side effects, this can be absolutely one of them. And I get it's hard to put into words, so I get why they're trying to sing about it in lyrics, because like, if I can imagine, out of 8 or 9 of them, and when this was first done, and they've talked about it. I know that they've talked about it, about being on medication for anything from insomnia that I know they have to anxiety that I know they have. And it's really hard to put into words what that does to you, how it makes you feel different. My husband is going to hate me if he ever sees all of these, because he's on some medications. It's not like he can't function without them, but he does. It's so hard to put into words. It's one of the reasons why I think like they tried to do all the choreo and the MV with this, is because when you have a condition of some sort that you try to treat with a medication, that you feel like two different things. You feel like the condition that you have that you're trying to treat is not you, but then the you on medication is also somehow not you, and it's confusing. And it's kind of what they're saying here about, going to my, I'm being countlessly changed. I'm being just continually changed. There's this stuff that's going on, and I'm being swayed. And a lot of these lyrics is about change occurring and not getting it. So it's like, I kind of understand, and I think people who themselves are on medications and have loved ones who are kind of, it's so hard to put into words how the condition itself makes you feel not yourself, and being on a medication makes you feel like not yourself. It's so hard. Depending on which person got on my nerves, right there, that's all the, yep. Why does my reaction change? Yeah. I used to move to the groove only when I liked them. But now I'm following other people. Will my taste change also? So, I have to pause it a lot because he raps fast. I used to follow to the groove only when I liked them. I'm guessing I used to dance to the music only when I liked the music, but now I'm following other people. Now I'm kind of going with the flow a little bit. I don't know if that's being part of in this group or trying to fit in with the K-pop and the idol crowd a little bit. Will my taste change also? So he's like, I'm trying to do all this other stuff. Is my actual taste going to change along with it? My head hurts. Just trying that reminds me, just trying to break out of it. And I don't know if they're in a, this might be me reaching, I don't know if they're in a vehicle because they feel like they're being taken along for a ride. Yeah. And even here in the choreo, they're encased. They're bookended. They're flanked by their, I don't know if those are supposed to be their alter egos, because there's one for each of them, and they're standing, those are supposed to be like Stray Kids and the Side Effects, I swallow pills called baseless confidence. Gulp, gulp. Maybe I took them so many, now I'm feeling worried than confident. Yeah, the translation on here, hang on, coffee. Maybe I took so many of them, and now I'm feeling worried instead of confident. I think that's what that's supposed to mean. So, because we have the side effects, so maybe I'm taking so many pills now that I'm suffering these side effects, and instead of the pills supposed to be kind of, and it's so hard talking about this stuff because you don't want to use the language of defeating mental illness because it's something you live with. And you don't want to talk about how, you squash and you kind of put it, because like people who do have clinical depression, who do have clinical anxiety, who do have all of these conditions, it's not a matter of defeating it like you defeat cancer. Cancer is something you purge from your body, and when you have something going on in your head, it's so much different because there's chemicals and stuff going on in there, but it's so hard to talk about. So I kind of like that they did a song about it, trying to express it. So I was saying maybe I took so many pills because the pills were there to try to kind of tame things, to try to get things under control, whether it's the insomnia, whether it's the anxiety, and wanting to get that confidence back, wanting to return to that person you thought you were. But maybe now they're taking so many pills that those side effects are kicking in, and instead of returning to that person you thought you were, you're being ruled by the side effects, and you're feeling all worried and stuff instead of getting back to who you wanted to be. Everything is being changed from 1 to 10 more and more. The side effect kicking in against my will. Yeah, the side effect is kicking in against my will. Like, I don't want to be feeling the things that I am, but yeah, man. And I'm going to bring it back there as well, because I know that there's a lot of theories on even stuff like this. Like, is this the two different universes and stuff? And yeah, it can be, but it can also be, again, in the smaller world of this MV, is feeling like you are looking at the world from outside of it. You know, that, like, you are, because, you know, we have the clouds here, and that can be what it can feel like with medications, is you feel like you're kind of in this foggy haze and the world is out there and you're outside of it. So it's like, and again, that might be me reaching, just like with them being carried on the bus instead of walking around on their own 2 feet. But just first impressions, y'all. Just me talking, ad-libbing. Okay, side effects kicking in against my will. No. Oh, wait a second, this is weird. My vision's blurry. Why doesn't it end? I keep hearing disturbing noises. Even here, I kept believing in winning over everything with my will to fight. Bravado can't last anymore. Maybe it hurts more because I thought it'd be easy. And I don't know if maybe it hurts more because I thought it'd be easy. I don't know if that means like the career part of things, or if, hey, maybe it hurts more because I thought it'd be easy. Like, I thought that if I just, you know, the doctors, the people, just if I just took some medication, like, it'd be better. You know, and it's not that easy. You know, especially pharmaceutical companies try to pump stuff so much that, hey, just take this and you're gonna feel so much better. And like, maybe it hurts so much more because I thought that if I just took this, like, and I'd be okay. And that's just not how it works. My head hurts. And yeah, just the choreo is aggressive and yeah, this means it's so much more when you get into the lyrics with the concept of it being about side effects, you know, because I get it. And a lot of people get it. One of the things about the reasons that you're on these medications, the depression, the anxiety, the insomnia, all of this is one of the things that you think that you are so alone in it. You think that the other people just don't understand, but there are so many people who get this, including Stray Kids, you know. And I don't know, again, I know that there's a lot of world building universe stuff that this might be about, but it can also just be about Stray Kids being there for each other, man. You know, you got Hyunjin suffering from the side effects, just covering his eyes and not doing good, not having a good day, man, struggling, and you know, they're there to put their arms around each other and help each other through it. You know, and that is, and of course, one of the keys. And that is, one of the keys, perhaps, is being there for each other. I don't know. So, okay, yeah, this was a good, like, I love this song. The first time I heard this song, I was like, oh, I love it. I love it. I have to know more about Stray Kids. And I started reacting to them. But yeah, getting into these lyrics, I'm so glad they tackle stuff like this, because you can tell with me trying to struggle expressing in words what is, like, the things that go on in your head and how you try to, it is so hard to transfer things from your head that you conceptually kind of get. Like, you don't even totally understand, you just kind of get. And actually saying them in words. So I really like that they're writing about this and they're using, you know, visual media and the choreo and everything to express just the struggle. Okay. Yeah. I might be taking the day quote unquote off. I do have another editing job that I have to get to, but they just sent me a partial last week and said, I'm still writing it. If you want to get started, here's the first part of it. So I emailed them yesterday to let them know that I was going to be finishing up a job yesterday, which I did finish up a job yesterday. And to let me know if they have any updated files. So I'm going to wait on their response because it's not like one day is going to kill anything, especially since they're late. You're late. Okay. And I'm going to go get myself some more coffee. And I'm going to react to some more stuff. I got ATEEZ, BTS, and Extraordinary Heroes stuff that I want to do still today. So... You all have yourselves a wonderful day. I love Side Effects. It goes on all the playlists, every single one of them. Love it. My kind of thing. Have a good day.